everybody, time for reading. Today we are going to read How Do Dinosaurs Stay Safe, and we hope you enjoy this book. It's the same series we have been reading with the author Jane Yolen and Mark Teague. I have to make sure I'm saying that correctly. And we're going to talk about how dinosaurs stay safe. If you see anything in the cover of the book, the front of the book, that would not be safe, no helmet, and he's standing on his bicycle going down the road. Look at that poor little doggy. So, and the mama, she was looking pretty frightened too. So, let's see what happens here. How does a dinosaur stay safe all day, whether at home or school or at play? Does he climb up too high? Climb up on the ladders or other things? We need to be careful if we're climbing. We need to make sure a parent's with us, not doing anything by ourselves, trying to climb up high. I was at church the other day with my husband, and we had a ladder down, and our grandson tried to climb up the ladder, but Miss Dana got him down off that ladder, because he would have climbed all the way to the top if I hadn't. See, jump on his bed. We're going to go back and talk about why maybe we shouldn't do these things. Does he race on his bike with no helmet on his head? Is he rough with the cat? Does he stand up on chairs? Pete enjoys this book too. You see Pete back here? When Mama says no, does he run down the stairs? If anyone dares him, does he always try to jump from the rooftop as if he could fly? No, a dinosaur doesn't, and I'll tell you why. When crossing the street, he holds Mama's hand tight, and he's ever so watchful to cross with the light. He's careful with forks, knives, and spoons when he eats. He never goes off with the strangers he meets. When swimming with friends, he is careful to be right at the spot where his papa can see. He wears a good helmet when riding a bike. Takes bottles of water when on a long hike. Always safe, never sorry in playtime and fun. Our dinosaur knows how to dial 911. He's careful, not fearful. So here's a big roar. Stay safe and play safe, little dinosaur. All right, let's go back and talk about a few things in our book, and also let's talk about staying safe. That is something that we discuss a lot in our classroom. So when we are done, I want you to tell the grown-ups that you're with how we stay safe in our classroom. And there are a lot of the same things you can do at home to stay safe also. The rules of safety can still apply even if you are at home. So remember some of the things we talk about in our classroom, and I want you to share those with whoever you're with at home about how you can stay safe and how they can help keep you safe. When you're here, Miss Dana and Miss Tina and Miss Kelly are your safe keepers. But when you're at home, your grown-up is your safe keeper that helps keep you safe and make sure that you are going to be protected. Okay, so let's look at our story here and see why maybe you think some of these things might not have been so safe. And we talked about climbing up high. So can you tell me why maybe climbing up high without supervision or help or protection is not safe? Well, one reason is you can be hurt. I'm sure you guys have come up with lots of other reasons on why that it would not be safe. Maybe you can make some comments on that and let me know in the comment box why maybe it's not safe. I hear people say that on YouTube all the time. Put your comments down below so y'all can have somebody put your comments down below in the box. What about jumping on your bed? Or any bed, for that matter. Why would that be not safe? A bed's soft and squishy, right? Yeah, if you fell off that bed, it's not soft and squishy. What about riding the bike? We kind of saw that at the front. Different dinosaur, but still no helmet. A dinosaur might have had a little helmet on the front, but no helmets. If you fall off and hurt your head, could hurt other parts of your body too. If you're rough with the cat, standing on a chair. First of all, if you're rough with your pets, what can happen? Bite, scratch. You could really hurt them too, but they can also hurt you back. So we need to be kind to pets at all times. And standing on chairs, what will happen if you fall down? We don't want you getting hurt. And I don't know if any of you have stairs in your house, but we always talk about what kind of feet do we use inside. Walking feet. And why? Because it keeps us safe. Because when we're running inside, there's so many things we can run into. We could run into somebody else. If we fell inside, there's things we could bump our heads on. So there's lots of reasons to use walking feet when you are inside of your home. And whether you have stairs or not, save the running for outside. Oh, and I know none of you would jump off of your rooftop, so that's just not going to happen. I know you know better than that. So, the dinosaur, let's see what he's doing to be safe. Crossing the street. We've talked about that too. That we look both ways. We always have a grown-up with us if we're crossing the street. We are not doing that by ourselves. And here they're talking about a light. And in some places in busier towns, they have lights that are green if you can cross and red if you cannot. But lights or not, you still should always look both ways and always have a grown-up. And being careful with your spoon and your fork or your knife. We use those when we eat. Okay, but we keep them to ourselves and keep them on our own tray. And poking other people with them hurts. Plus, then you're getting their germs on your spoon or your fork or your knife. And we don't want anybody's germs on us. So we're very careful when we keep them at the plate instead of walking around with them and running with them, because then they could hurt us if we fell. And strangers. Remember, we do not talk to strangers or go off with them unless our parents say, hey, this is my friend, you can talk to them. But we always stay with our grown-ups that we know keep us safe. And strangers are people that we do not know. And so we are not to go anywhere with them no matter what they say to us. Unless our parents make them a friend and introduce us, or our grandparents are here with. And swimming. Now right now it's too cold to really swim, but when we do start swimming, we need to make sure we never swim by ourselves, that we always have a grown-up. Even if your friend is with you, you and your friend should not be swimming by yourselves. There should always be a grown-up with you to keep you safe and to make sure that you are okay. So make sure you do that this summer or when it gets warmer. And, of course, we just talked about riding the helmet and staying safe when we are on our bicycles or dirt bikes or whatever we may have, our scooters, our skateboards. And then we take bottles of water when on a long hike. Miss Dana thinks she might have skipped that. I'm not sure. But we always keep water if we're walking. And right now, there's not a lot of places we can go or do. But we can walk around outside. Mom and Dad or somebody may take you on a hike. You never go by yourself. You always go with a grown-up. Make sure you have water. And then dialing 911. This is something that if there's an emergency in your home, if something bad happens, that you could call. But remember, 911 is only for emergencies, like if something bad has happened. 911 is not something we call for fun or a joke. It's a very serious thing. So we're always careful, not fearful, and we stay safe and we play safe. So that's what I encourage you to do today, boys and girls. And I hope you will come back and join me again for another book. We have How Does Dinosaurs Say I Love You, that Miss Dana is going to be reading. And then Funny Dinosaur versus the Potty, that I will be reading for you too this week on Dinosaur Week. So you come back and join me then, okay? Thank you. Bye, guys.